discount the ability for Spirit to run this Prophet in the support role. And certainly that would be his way back down towards bottom. And he is going to find himself a Biver Witch Doctor. Gets the Riptide off. A couple of right clicks come out as well. Has the net available. Will throw it. Biver throws out the Maledict, but doesn't really get any damage into him. And now the Glimpse back and the Thunderstrike. This should be our first blood here as Magic Stick flies out. Lil with a big right click will finish off the Witch Doctor. So it's a little bit inflated, but overall, you know, to be in the offensive lane and be doing this. Mid lane though, Biver gonna rotate in with the cast. Maledict is there. FNG TPing in. Viper Strike is there as well. They don't really need the FNG Prophet for this one, as G eclipses that 6 mark, and Dendi will take a spill in the mid lane. Meanwhile though, top Illidan in trouble, and what do you know, I still got able to find work. The hours are rough here over in US East, but either way we catch both of those kills, and kind of 2 simultaneously across the map. Now the third, as Biver gonna drop in the river. FNG though with the Maledict, well, Lil should be fine. One more tick out will not spell his demise. Picks up an Arcane Rune. And FNG top lane alongside Illidan, playing safe in the tree line here. As Biver mid finds the cask and the Maledict. Viper Strike is there again. Dendi in trouble, gets 2 siphons off though, and for now is alive, but he will end up dropping here. G pretty tanky, has 2 points in the corrosive skin and will not drop. He's in fact going to help to turn with his team. LeBron is going to drop. Net there from Lil will keep make his way over towards top, but you know, he is scouted here and maybe wrapped on. Glimpse back on the Prophet, and you know, that'll take away some of the damage, but the Treants are there. Maledict as well. Couple of right clicks. LeBron trying to run away. It should kill him off, and it does. Biver with that second right click in. It's a big one. Look at him hitting for 89 damage here with the pursuit. Couple of supports making their way towards the Disruptor, and therefore the Weaver moves in on that tower and assumes the top spot as far as net worth goes. Crystallized does. Chantry just out of range for the Weaver, and he'll sit under the cover of Shikuchi. Now Dendi in trouble as G. You know, we talked about one hero getting the advantage here becomes very strong, but now General TPing in. G trying to get out, and he will. Biver maybe not so lucky, as LeBron does not have a glimpse, but will in 4 seconds, and I'm not sure that they entirely need it. One right click from General should do the job, but the glimpse back will secure his death, and the right click is there from LeBron. General trying to TP out, gets the stick off, and will die to the tick from the Viper. LeBron trying to soak some experience here. General will rotate in as well, expecting the rotation in, and finds the root onto Biver. He takes a lot of damage here. Cass gonna fly out. Maledict is there as well, but the net instantly cancels the death ward, and G will simply evacuate the mid lane as he turns away and can't look at the death of his comrade. 5-5, 12 minutes in. Again, a fairly even game overall. G though a pretty scary force mid, and a good anticipatory TP in Dendi. Gonna be up towards top, looking for his Eul Scepter. Could be in trouble here. Ward gonna be plopped down. FNG TP's in. Sprout is there. Maledict as well, but an optimistic TP in front of the Biver Witch Doctor. Dendi gonna drop for the 3rd time, I believe. Indeed, a core of Team Spirit. All 3 of their cores farming well relative to the enemy. Crystallize gonna get silenced up bottom lane. Maledict is there as well. Static Storm, and the Death Ward flies through. He's gonna die. That's the biggest net worth hero in the game. Lil tries to fake it out with the mirror image, but the Death Ward will not be fooled there just moments ago, as it looks like they prioritized the Static Storm. Meanwhile, Dendi again top lane in a little bit of trouble. Does get his Siphon off this time though, and perhaps looking to turn this. Maledict though doing a lot of damage. LeBron rotating in, going for the TP out is Dendi, but the cask, it flies through to him, and he's gonna drop. Now LeBron in trouble. Treants are there. Right click again from the Witch Doctor, but now flying through with the song. Lil will find at the very least FNG. They're looking for Biver as well. He does have the swarm on him, so nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. They will get the 2 return kills. Again though, it's Dendi going down. Roshan. Treant gonna come in and scout this, but I think it's a little bit too little too late for the dire side. I say that though, Lil hanging around. Still 15 seconds until he has the sleep, but the glimpse back is gonna keep G away, and instantly with the net, they'll cancel the Death Ward. They get the Roche. Crystallize going to jump forward. He's going to die instantly, but does have the Aegis on the Weaver. And now he's a little bit out of position. That's going to force him to use the Nagas Iron Sweep. Meteor Hammer is going to connect onto 2 here. Static Storm is there as well. And Navi, finally, maybe they get the team fight they need. A couple of Spirit Siphons there. They'll get 2 hits. And the TP out from the Prophet will be successful. But the Root catches onto 2. Silence is there from the DP as well. Lil going to duck himself into the trees as G. He's going to take a spill. Glimpse back on Biver. They're looking for 4 heroes, and they'll be able to get it. As the TP scroll canceled by the Prophet there, and a TP with all of the fighting that's been happening in Dota, just in general. General though, bot lane, the talisman before the medallion itself. Still tier 1 standing for, well, alright, now DK Phobos, but he gets the repel off in time. Now TP in from Dendi. Lil has the net to pierce that spell immunity, and now it looks like DK Phobos is left for dead. Exorcism actually going to be popped off here in the farm. Really just felt like that one major engagement around Roche with the reveal of the Meteor Hammer. And the Root going to connect onto 3, and now they have it again. Meteor Hammer should be able to connect onto at least 2 here. And the Static Storm, the combo is there from Navi. Silence going to connect onto a few. Gust is trying to turn things for Spirit, but they'll lose FNG immediately. He'll buy back. Biver going to drop now. General does go down. Navi perhaps looking to reset. Dendi up into the air by the Yules, and over on the left side, Lil in trouble as Illidan beats into him with the cold arrow, frost arrows. Dendi now out of position and in trouble, and he'll end up dropping. And 3 heroes do go down for Navi, and perhaps looking straight into the butterfly for the Drow, who knows? Nothing queued up. Does go BKB. You know, BKB not all that great, honestly. But just against the Static Storm, it's very hard to pass up. Navi again going to sneak themselves into the Roche pit and take it out with ease. Illidan with a double damage puts in a few right clicks to this tower, but really nothing to write home about. Meanwhile though, Dendi TPing into the shrine. Death Ward going to pop off, and Dendi feeling tanky enough with the cheese. He will have to pop it and gets the shrine off as well, and now Biver going to go down. Illidan going to pop the BKB, gets a 2-man gust off, but Crystallize instantly Manta Styles after he just picked that up. FNG dies over on the east end. Dendi in trouble, but the Crimson Guard keeping him alive for now. It's Static Storm is there. He gets a couple of siphons off. Mean Hammer will not connect onto anyone, but Illidan in a lot of trouble. Takes the right clicks. Dendi gets the Yules off, still not dying. Glimmer caped up, Force staffed away. DK Phobos left for dead by his unit, and now G in trouble as well. He gets Yules up into the air. TP canceled. He'll end up dropping. Navi is back in this game with a force, and instantly 4 heroes up to the top lane where the tier 3 fight from them. Dendi with the cheese, catching out the stragglers from Spirit, surviving for what seemed like aeons in that bottom lane. They even get there in time to glimmer him up with the Disruptor, and now Glimpse back on the Biver. Kinetic Field will not connect, but it'll buy enough time for this melee racks to go down, and Navi will be more than happy with their spoils in this top lane. And you're really not expecting a Disruptor Ags just yet. General just turning his backside and mooning G. They put the Solar Crest on him. Sprout gonna try and protect the tier 3 for now. General, 0 cares in the world. Cat's gonna fly through. Maledict is there as well, and they'll respect the Maledict at least. Back out until this kind of dies down. Backdoor protection deactivated. Root gonna connect on 2. Exorcism is there. They'll take out the tier 3. Cat's gonna fly through. Crystallize does well to get out of range of it. Crimson Guard popped by General. General gonna force staff himself away. And no opening found yet for Navi. Illidan still just farming away on the Drow Ranger. Could he be going for Rapier here? It certainly makes sense to do so, but he's 1400 gold away at this point. Can sell the Aquila for... Creeps won't be standing in that Nether Toxin long. That will break backdoor protection, and Navi gonna make a beeline for bottom lane where the tier 3 is missing and the Raxes are exposed. Exorcism pretty much gonna take out the range Rax instantly. Sprout gonna keep Dendi in the Nether Toxin. He will be forced to Yules himself up. Crystallize gonna get under the cover of Shikuchi. Dust will pop off, but he does have Aegis, so really not feeling all that scared. Nullifier out onto the Death Prophet, but they can't get that much damage. And now flying through with the meme hammer is Lil. He gets it off on one. BKB is there from G. Illidan gets off his BKB late, but Crystallize chasing forward. Purges off the, can't purge off the GA because of the BKB. Still trying to right click in. Illidan can't take him out. Dendi surviving in the front lines. Nullifier gonna fly out onto Illidan. Time lapse is there from Crystallize. Illidan will survive, but they get the Rax and they stop the split push for now. Dendi refreshes up, has BKB Exorcism again. He'll pop it once again. And this is why Navi is a pro team and I am not. As they'll have the second Exorcism for taking the buildings out. In trouble, Spirit Vessel should kill off the Weaver for Crystallize, and that will be the Aegis. For a moment there, Dendi looked like he might be in trouble, but able to turn back with Crystallize. Root gonna connect onto FNG. Illidan is gonna be focused down as the pings come out. 77 seconds, no Drow Ranger. This will be the beginning of the end for Team Spirit in this first game of the day. And it really did look shaky for Navi in the first 20 minutes in the game. And the BM Dark Rift from General right onto the creep wave, faking them out as they jump in. It's very cool play. I don't know if that actually worked, but it felt like Biver was backing, and when he saw it, turned around to go hit some creeps. Got killed because of it. GG towel thrown in by FNG, guys, and you know. For the lanes here, as the Terrorblade going to be removed from the pool from Navi. That would be that big physical damage dealer that currently Spirit is lacking. Execute a pull here is going to be pressured a bit by General and Lil, who will try to drag the wave back, but it's going to get caught here by this creep camp. Burrow going to fly out. Lil gets the Fisher off, but General could be in trouble here. There's a sentry down, and he doesn't even seem to realize it as he's just being right-clicked to his demise. First blood will be secured here by continue to keep control of that and maybe then pick off a lowly Warlock as he rotates down. Now roll forward, is going to find the Luna with the Warlock not present. Boulder Smash does not connect, but they do have the lift. And, oh, the stick keeping Crystallize alive. Do they have enough right clicks? They do not just yet. They will kill him off, though, as DK Phobos rotates through. Meanwhile, General going to go down once again. They just haven't been able to clear the wave quickly enough. It's just been sitting on the high ground here. And Dendi will pop up the Brief Fire, but now the rotation in from G. Rolling Boulder will connect, kick back onto Dendi. He's in trouble. FNG even rotating through for this one. And G will spare. Levels, though, are there in spades for Team Spirit. Level 7 on the Viper. And Illidan looking to eclipse that level 7 mark as well. Dendi in a little bit of trouble. Gets the Dragon Tail off onto the Earth Spirit, but is dropping pretty low here. Kickback is there. Another Toxin note now going to expire, but they do find the right clicks to bring him down. They will alert.
Shaker on the one hand, which is pretty much a one-trick pony, and if you don't snowball early on, you basically just soak up levels until you reach it level 6 and have some burst potential. Otherwise, you really rely on blocking people, and they kind of do the mid lane, but oh no.
Now the Rock gonna fly out. They're gonna look to turn this onto G, and the Eclipse is there. Crystallized with a very timely rotation. And essentially Lil serves as equalizing, but surpassing the Viper now shortly in net worth as he picks up his Mask of Madness. That's flying over on the Courier, gets the kill, and farms up some Ancients as well. And
split top.
They do use the split top lane, and they will be able to take out. Gonna pressure Illidan a little bit. And yeah, as you mentioned, that influx of gold from a couple of towers is going to give him a big item, but looks like Navi pretty content to just let Crystallize farm. Meanwhile, top lane split again is going to be popped, and the combination of Biver and General will be able to bring down Lil once again. So he'll just hang around and kind of shadow Lil for now, and more than happy to expend that ultimate as, you know, the rest of his crew very fit to fight. Speaking of which, bottom lane, the roll in, and they'll almost take out Crystallize instantly. He gets the stick off. Can he make it away just yet? Looks like he will end up ticking down. But the Epicenter does come through. They get the return kill on the Earth Spirit. Now LeBron in trouble. TP in from DK Phobos. Blink Clap is going to take him out. General could be in a little bit of trouble.
Oh, that's all you need, I would say.
Yeah, he's got the Blink Dagger ready. And Biver in a little bit of trouble. Dragon Tail Bulia, they'll try to bait in the Brewmaster, but won't have DK Phobos bite. And Viper should drop to the Corrosive Breath. Oh, the right click will follow him through. Trying to TP away is the DK, but he cancels it as he sees FNG. A reveal from Lil, only going to net them the Earth Spirit there. They still do have the Echo Slam. Lil kind of hanging around. Meanwhile, Epicenter being queued up and the Eclipse looking to go in onto the PL. Do they have enough damage? They do. He's unable to get the Doppelganger off. Crystallize, though, he's soon to follow as G takes him out. They'll get the Rubik, but now Lil in trouble. G just unkillable in this top lane, and the split over on the east side trying to keep them. Well, I guess he doesn't throw anyone up with the Cyclone. Looks like he may have kind of keep them in the fight, but you know, we'll just back off to.
Against so much magic damage coming out from Spirit, and just he can't afford to get stunned by an Earth Spirit or potentially even by the Boulder from the Brewmaster. So you just go for the BKB as fast as possible, and that's a free kill.
Or a Burrow Strike Force Staff, excuse me, from General is going to get him up to the high ground. LeBron may not be so lucky. They preemptively pop the Shrine, but the Boulder Smash coming through looks like it will take out the Warlock. Meanwhile, though, on the backline, Stendy jumping in. Biver going to drop, as well as the Rubik. For
Team Spirit's jungle. And look at the smoke. Little in the pitch.
Little bash by Roche. And he'll get the Fisher off, but it'll just be delaying the inevitable as a jump forward Phobos will take him out. They maybe actually go for a smoke here. Setting up mid lane is General. He's actually going to TP towards the Shrine. And it doesn't look like they'll be able to get in towards the Roche Pit on time. But Dendi jumps forward mid looking for Biver. And a jump forward, or the lift up, will keep him back. Chaotic Offering, perhaps a bit of a miscommunication on the Navi side. LeBron gonna jump forward for the upheaval and just try and sacrifice himself. Biver pressing, has one stone but doesn't have a Boulder Smash for 2 seconds, and Dendi with a heads up TP out. Meanwhile, Crystallized with the Mask of Madness finishing off the tier 1. EB is very close to it, about 500 gold away from that. FNG walking uphill into a Fisher, jump forward onto Lil. They'll get the silence off with the grip from Biver, and the lift into the air will eliminate the Earth Spirit. Crystallize going to use them.
Gold them up in 20 seconds as well, so they have the perfect high ground defense. I know. They managed to lock down 2-2-2 ties. Spirit can still take the bottom one. However, OPL no.
Yeah, he gets Dragon Tail brought down. It's just the Aegis for now. Dendi able to sidestep the break, and over on the north side they do take out Lil. LeBron still no Chaotic Offering left. Is going to be chased out by the PL and brought down. Meanwhile, the split chasing General to the top side. Buyback coming out from the Warlock, and Dragon Tail Eclipse onto the PL. He can Doppelganger. Can he get to the high ground? He's over to the west. Crystallize in trouble. Isolated out. Cycloned up in the air is Dendi. He's in trouble as well. Double kill for Illidan, and DK Phobos alongside G will be able to take out Dendi as well. And now, having bought back, is the only one alive is LeBron's Warlock. He's going to be taken out to a triple kill. And this is 40 plus seconds where all 3 cores from Navi do not have buyback. They will instantly start poking at tier 4 as will G, pinging away for his teammates. Glyph is there though, and it looks like they'll take the lower hanging fruit in the mid lane of Rax.
Yeah, they should be going for at least another Rax. Oh, nope, we just end the game, I guess. I think they realize there's no buybacks.
At least one tier 4 will be eliminated here, if not both. Glyph has been used, so yeah, this could just be the game. General has an Epicenter, and Echo Slam is available as well. They don't smoke up for it yet. General actually going to cancel his Epicenter by accident, and that'll be the GG call, no doubt. Spirit able to square this series up 1-1 over on the south side. Lil feeding himself away, and Navi looked a little shaky versus Vega yesterday, and it feels like early game has been. I certainly feel Disruptor can fit as well. Really nice in lineups that want to chase heroes down, especially like the Snipe. He just makes it out. And actually TP's in towards the mid tower. So yes, rotating through with the Chen, Biver, 1 rock, 2nd rock hits on the Dendi. Beautiful micro from Biver. And no Spirit Lance available, but just a big right click from Illidan. Well,
at least gets a little bit of farm in. Not able to contest General. I changed it with the gank here. Should have a Burrow Strike to low ground though.
Yeah, we'll go through the DP, and 1 more right click and a Crypt Swarm should be able to. Oh, the stick is there from General.
Gets him.
Around as well. It is nighttime, but they do catch a glimpse of the disruptor now. Glimpse will find him. Kinetic field will latch, and rotating in with the Chen should be an easy kill onto LeBron. Fiverr the one to pick up the last hit here, and they do.
Early on, the only thing you remotely have is the Sun King, and he's level 4. Your A is on level 3, so you will never contest this push. Like, as soon as you walk up to them, yeah, you're gonna catch the Spirit Lance, he's gonna run towards to you and force you back on the tower, if not just dive you and kill you.
And this is 30 DPS with the Siege Creep. Top lane, DK Phobos will
pushing with this Chen.
Top tower has fallen.
General rotating in, but is scouted by the Chen Creep. Spiver could be in trouble. Will get burrowed up and brought down. Illidan rotating in, but he's by his lonesome, and DK Phobos made his way to the top lane again. Does get lifted into the arrow, but feels like he should survive. Has some wand charges. Now the leap forward by Crystallize. He's in trouble under the tower. Firestorm burning him down, and the return kill will be there from DK Phobos.
They want to push against the PL when he can't deal with the magic amount of magic damage yet.
Fiverr has a dust on him and will be able to pop it, find the AA, run away from General. General tries to burrow defensively, and Lil will rotate in. They get the lift up. Crystallize finally rotating, but the Spirit Siphon is there for G. Now rotation in from the Disruptor. Meanwhile, Dendi goes down solo to the PL, and the send back on the DP is successful, quote unquote. PL gonna be blown up instantly as he makes his way bottom. Early game overall, and meanwhile top lane, Disruptor looking for Lil is going to get lifted back, but does have the haste rune and will be able to glimpse back Lil into his death.
Yeah, that's just one of the deaths you have to take.
That Maelstrom that you alluded to earlier. General bot lane though found out. Static Storm is there. Will not latch with the kinetic field and is going to go for the epicenter, trying to bring down FNG with him. Illidan actually taking a ton of damage here as well. Burrow Strike not going to be available though for another second, and General unfortunately drops without getting the kill on FNG. No point in Caustic Finale is going to suck for him there, as Disruptor does make it away to safety. Meanwhile, Crystallize does get a kill onto Biver and is able to find it.
However, that worked out.
DK Phobos gonna look to shove in the mid in the meantime. General again bottom lane under a sentry though here. Illidan should be able to take him out, and does. A nice solo kill going the way of the completed up for him very shortly here.
And that's again a great timing for him at 30 minutes on FNG.
Yeah, Ice Blast will be there. Lil even with the stolen Spirit Siphon, and even Dendy's tier 1. General gonna try and Sandstorm up the wave. Static Storm is there, and the kinetic field latches. Nice play by FNG. Will secure them a kill and more than likely a tower. Looks like Navi actually more than willing to fully defend this. Sentry is down. He's going to catch Crystallize. Glimpse away though onto the Mirana. Illidan going to be fined for now. Lil going to try and find him in the corner. Ice Blast is going to whiff as the send back from the Chen going to keep Illidan safe. Nice play. Yeah, haste is going to be there. And he uses his last leap charge. Yules will be there as well. But General going to rotate in. G, feeling a little bit confident, is going to run into 3 heroes. And Navi going to be able to punish him for it. Crystallize able to create space long enough. As, unfortunately, G guesses wrong, taking the outer route.
Now he's looking for the Hurricane Pike. That way, right?
Either way, gonna help accelerate his farm in the burrow mid lane. Gonna fly out. G gets the Yule Scepter off, but the Ice Blast chilling effect is still there, and he will end up dropping. Dendi gonna get glimpsed back. Do they really have enough to take him out though? As FNG in trouble as well, lifting him up is Lil and bringing him down with the Fade Bolt. PK Folk a bit more appealing.
Spotted out the smoke though.
Navi's still gonna run into it, and Static Storm will be there onto 2. The root is there as well, but Dendi still gonna be able to fire away from the backlines with the Assassinate General, and FNG close by, but the Sand King, he's out in no man's land now, is gonna be brought down. And as you mentioned, Spirit prepared for that by virtue of the vision that they had.
Getting more damage in. Also, he did not go for any Battle Fury, so he can really benefit from the additional attack speed, I would say. With General top. You are dead, my friend.
Yep, and he will be brought down. Stick going to be used, but to no avail. As G caught him out a moment before that, and he was able to escape, but just kind of hanging around and feeling that with that silence on cooldown, he would have been just fine to survive.
Oh, gets the proc. Totally worthless.
And what's more is both these cores are going to be able to accelerate their farm. Dendi has been behind for a while. We'll get Thunderstruck up. Dark Rift going to come through. The Moonlight Shadow will be there, but perhaps a little bit too little, too late, as Dendi glimpses back into the Static Storm. Meanwhile, mid lane, G in trouble. They're going to look to go on him and crystallize. Well, Hand of God and Yules is there for now. Lil hanging around with the Crypt Swarm. G going to have a couple of siphons there, keeping him alive. And one more right click, they will be able to get the Aegis, but they've committed fairly deep for this. Now General rotating in. Ice Blast is going to be there preemptively, beautifully chained, and the Death Prophet going to be shredded. Now Arrow is going to catch DK Phobos as well. He's in trouble on the Underlord, despite having the Crimson Guard. He's all out by his lonesome. Navi assembled as a...
Sniper even need his passive anymore? Probably not. So a bit questionable, but they might find a draw here.
Static Storm going to be even used as they walk up a choke and are afraid of the with themselves taking it out not too long ago, but they will look to pressure this tier 2. Exorcism going to be expended for it, and G will drop the silence so as not to get it stolen. Moonlight Shadow is there. Yules for a moment for Lil, but he will be taken out, as will this tier 2. Crystallize opting to continue to split push bottom on the Mirana will be able to take a tier 2 out of his own.
No fortification either, and there's an Ice Blast available and an Epicenter actually, but oh,
Epi comes through. Ice Blast is there. They do get the 1 kill on the Disruptor. As General simply playing blind. Now bot lane, Ice Blast will connect onto the Disruptor. Crimson Guard will be there. He'll get the Static Storm off, but Lil, while trying to get out, he is able to be force staffed away. The Disruptor will end up going down. Lil gonna Yules himself up, but likely to fall shortly. It'll be the 1-for-1 trade, but there's no Ice Blast available. General hanging around, has the Epicenter and the Blink available. Will duck himself into the trees. Thinks about queuing it up, but his AA gonna die so quickly.
Gets to the BKB. Even then you take a phenomenal amount of damage against the Sniper later on.
Yeah, Crystallize gonna jump forward onto FNG. Hand of God will be there, but the Ice Blast flying through doesn't really connect onto anyone, and now BKB is gonna be popped out by Crystallize. Illidan forced to back away, but they did at this point, despite there being an Aegis, and it looked like they were trying to use the element of surprise right after that Aegis attempt to get a fight. Now Kinetic Field gonna jump out. They will find the Disruptor. Ice Blast will hit point blank range onto FNG. He will end up dropping. TK Phobos a little bit too tanky to pursue. And now from the back lines, Illidan gonna jump in alongside G. They do not have Exorcism for this fight though, and Dendi gonna be able to turn to the north and run. Now turns around, going in onto G. Epicenter gonna fly through, really only connects onto DK Phobos. The Burrow Strike is onto 2 though, and nobody touching Dendi as he has free reign in the back to take out G's Aegis. General hanging around, Sandstorm is there. DK Phobos TPing in towards the shrine. G gonna pop the BKB, but taking so many right clicks from the Sniper. He is able to back into the fog, however, and now DK Phobos trying to jump up towards the Sniper. Illidan jumping forward with the Silver Edge. Dendi turning and completely running. Break is there onto the Mirana. One more right click will take out Crystallize. And overall, Spirit are able to withstand. It looks like the press from Navi, but Illidan in trouble now, does not have the cheese, and he's just going to end up dropping. Now, coming through is Dendi with the Assassinate, connects onto DK Phobos. He needs to get into the fight. Shrapnel will be there to slow them for a moment. FNG in trouble, is going to glimpse back Dendi, but not before he dies. And now Rubik as well for Lil, trying to run away. Will drop down the Firestorm and make his way out. Spirit Lance available for Lil. Oh, the Crypt Swarm nicely placed by G. He's going to be able to get the kill on the back lines and really on him as well.
Oh, that's huge if they manage to jump out, especially if Illidan runs into them.
Illidan gonna look to find the Sniper. They'll try and glimpse him back, but Illidan in trouble. They force out of the Static Storm. Arrow connects, and they'll get the PL. Illidan just a little bit too quick for his teammates, and now they will be able to find DK Phobos. He's instantly gonna charge up the Dark Rift, but he is gonna shatter before he can get it off. Now Biver forcing forward, trying to save his Underlord, is also going to be taken out, and Roshan still at my ground and will be weary to the position of at least some of the Navi heroes. FNG going to try and make the wrap around here. Lil is going to be the first to be caught. Static Storm will be there. Yules up into the air. Assassinate will be onto FNG. Glimmer Cape will not keep the Rubik alive. Arrow actually connects onto the real PL, but Crystal to Travel are available for General, but they know that Roshan's going to spawn soon, and so they're hanging around in this area. General going to be glimpsed back, forced up to the high ground. Nearby is Dandy. Arrow. Oh, it does connect onto the PL. Well, I don't know if it did, but the knockback distance was there from the headshot either way.
Yeah, they get a major kill.
Now G in trouble. Crystallize starting to put some right clicks into him. Aeon Disc will keep him alive.
Yeah, Navi's gonna melt through the rest like butter.
30 seconds until Illidan's PL is back. General gonna hit a 3-man burrow. Ice Blast will not really connect, but they bring down the Disruptor immediately. General gonna be able to make it back into his Yules. G in trouble. Jumping forward is Crystallized, looking for the right clicks, not gonna be able to get him. Lift up into the air onto the Underlord, and Burrow Strike will not connect as he is able to bring back his Chen, but that's gonna open position up towards a very key target in Illidan's PL on the low ground. And General, with a little bit of cold feet there, is going to blink away. Illidan looks like he'll be able to make it away. They're fighting around this shrine here. Static Storm doesn't really catch onto anyone. Chilling Effect will be onto a couple of heroes, but Crystallize is completely in the front lines, tanking all this damage with his Aegis. General, now in the corner, is going to be able to Yules himself up. Static Storm is there onto the respawning Crystallized Mirana. General forced to jump out to the east, but from the high ground, Dendi still right-clicking away, is going to get down the PL and the Underlord. And now G, out by his lonesome, is going to be Yulesed up. And we've seen this time and time again. When you leave a sniper unchecked, you can kill the rest of his lineup, but he will make you pay. And Chris from Team Spirit.
Yeah, but the issue is you have no way to jump on the sniper now, so then he's just going to take this TC tire whenever he has any vision. He still has one shrapnel charge in about 5 seconds. Also, General is diving to 4 tires for some reason, but yeah, sure, by my time, I'm going to get a tire.
Yeah, he has a heart, so doesn't really cost him much to take this harass. He'll just regen up with the Heart of Tarrasque, and they will take out the Tier 3. Then he's going to plink away as well at this melee Rax, and opting not to buy back on G. He doesn't have Exorcism anyway, so it wouldn't really be too much of a threat if they had bought him back. And as you mentioned, you know, isn't the hero to be jumping on the sniper here. So they will just concede this mid lane of Rax at the very least.
The 125 attack range on the sniper. Yeah. So no shrapnel charges, but yes, yeah, just look at his attack range. Fun hero, right?
Yeah, one side of the screen to the other.
Would be a shame if something happens to it.
No big deal. Takes out the Tier 3 without a whimper from the enemy. Aeon Disc going to be popped onto G. General going to go in with the Burrow Strike. Double Shivas are popped from both sides. E-Blade going to keep him safe. He will get glimpsed back, however, into the Static Storm. Is going to be able to Yules himself up. Ice Blast going to fly through. Connect onto 3, though. And Dendi just plinking away at DK Phobos. They now Burrow Strike up the Underlord, lift him into the air. Hand of God. Not sure it's enough to save him. The send back for now will keep him alive. And Dendi will begin to right-click into the Rax. Nothing really of major value expended from Navi. The Ice Blast will be available again in 15 seconds. And now Epicenter, well, flying through on the north side, is going to force G to pop the BKB. General going to be glimpsed back, Yules up into the air as the cores work on the PL bottom lane. Illidan, a couple of leaps forward on Crystallize and gets the right clicks in time. And Dendi still surviving in the backline. Crystallize gets the cheese off in time as well. And General just playing out of his mind in this late game with these Burrow Strikes. Buyback comes out on Chen, but it seems like a little bit too late for Spirit as their PL down for 60 seconds without a whimper. And G is going to be burrowed up. Second lane of Rax going to be taken out here, and now going to Yules himself up into the air on the DP. Gets sent back, but
2 lines of Rax stun, and Navi's going to back out of this. The only objective left is the top lane. They won't even need a Roshan for the next fight, I imagine. Still have... Did somebody use the Treasure Shard? Not sure.
The top lane, and desperation time for Team Spirit as they make a smoke over towards their shrine. Will be taken out. Illidan going to jump forward onto Crystallize. Crystallize holding the BKB for now, will end up popping it, as does Illidan. And Dendi going to try and get some distance now, but G really jumping forward onto Force Staff will not bring him to the high ground, but he does get placed under invisibility by the Moonlight Shadow. Still though, Dendi in a lot of trouble here. Yule's up into the air, and they will be able to take out the sniper. Now General gonna fly through with the epicenter. Arrow does connect onto DK Phobos. They'll buy back on Dendi and look to end the game here as he'll begin to right click away. General still very healthy here. Will E-Blade himself, but forced back. He's actually going to be brought down, and now the canceled TP from the AA. Dendi going to be glimpsed back, it seems, as he TP'd back in off buyback. And now G pressing forward. Crystallized though, forced up and glimpsed back again. And this disruptor paying dividends in the ultra late game.
But
for Spirit.
Look at the map.
Yeah.
There's no creeps.
Finally replacing the Mask of Madness 55 minutes in. Static Storm gonna actually fly out, and the arrow does connect onto DK Phobos' Underlord. Shrapnel gonna fly out, they'll lift him up, but he'll be forced back.
This tower is gonna take damage. Down to 300 health. That's like 5-6 hits from a sniper, and then it should be done for. It's a slow and painful death right now, and I feel like Spirit needs to do something like a wraparound outside their base. But how do you set that up if your lanes are constantly pushing in, if your PL has to show in the front?
E-Blade onto the PL, gonna force out the Doppelganger. Now G pops the Exorcism, gets a couple of men silence off, and now forced back onto Dendi. He's trying to get distance here. PL up in his face. Ice Blast will connect though onto the PL. Doppelganger is there. Illidan gonna completely turn and run from this fight. Moonlight Shadow is gonna be there onto Dendi, but he's slowed up, and the Shivas is there. Dendi in trouble, gets glimmered for a moment, will be brought down, but the epicenter finds a return kill onto the Underlord, and the Chen G though pressing forward for more. Has his BKB expired. Crystallize gonna lose the Aegis for now. And LeBron gonna force himself away to, well, momentary safety as he's taken out. Arrow's gonna fly out, connects onto G, but they can't really press forward onto him. Lil gonna use the refresher shard and make it away. Had the stolen exorcism for a moment.
Please delay until sniper's up, because then he has no buyback. Yeah. He's down for the count for 1 minute.
Yep.
So, also no epicenter for 30. That's the stolen exorcism.
Lil isolated though. Eul Scepter is there. Arrow gonna fly, not gonna connect onto anyone. General's nearby, gets the E-Blade off onto Lil, but still, he's gonna end up dropping. No buyback for the Rubik. Navi in a little bit of trouble here. 20 seconds until they get their AA back. 45 until Dendi is up. And Spirit should be well aware that these buybacks are not available at this point. Arrow hits onto a creep, gonna get soaked up. Melee Rack's gonna be taken out. Tier 4s though, beginning to be pressured here by the dire creeps.
Yeah, they probably want to clear off the two Uber back into the base, because they really have to. Already using the Fortify. That's a lot of range creeps.
Arrow will hit onto an illusion. Ice Blast gonna fly through, gonna be dodged out completely by the Spirit lineup. Jump forward, epicenter, E-Blade gonna try and take out the Disruptor. They will be able to get him. Burrow Strike will be there. They try and force him away. Illidan, he's been isolated out and he's left for dead. As a beautiful four-staff play from General is going to bring the PL back.
Kind of scouted out.
TPing onto the Wild Wing is DK Phobos. He'll catch an arrow though. Epicenter going to fly through as well. Ice Blast is there. He's a bit isolated out as Phobos, but gets the four-staff up to the high ground. Dendi now in trouble as G and Illidan look to pursue him. Lil with the TPing out gets Dendi back to base, but now he's left the rest of his lineup here as Crystallized going to be glimpsed back into his death and right in front of the Roche pit.
Instant buyback, yeah.
Yeah, Lil tries to TP in towards the bottom lane, in fact. And now walking back towards the mid as Aegis is going to be secured by the PL. TPing back to base is the...
He has the gigantic lead from earlier and just farming up the map. But... Oh, General, you don't want to be here. They're hesitant. I don't know if there's anyone else here.
He's going to get glimpsed back into a Static Storm and he'll be taken out. He does have buyback available. 150 seconds, 15 seconds on the sideline.
Completely.
Navi General setting up on the east side. And Exorcism will be popped by G. He does have 2 ways to refresh this. And a cheese in hand.
Stolen again. Double bullseye.
Oh, epicenter coming out, and they are gonna find the disruptor on the east, blow him up instantly. G gonna pop the BKB, jump forward with the stolen exorcism from Lil. He's gonna be thrown up into the air, but they have enough to keep him protected, and now they will pursue forward. Silence ending for General. He's under the cover of invisibility, finds a burrow strike onto the Underlord. Penitence will be there onto the Sand King, and now a BKB pop from Illidan. He'll fly in and shred the AA, but the PL in trouble as well as his BKB expires. Hand of God gonna come through. E-Blade defensively used onto General. He will burrow strike up the Underlord, but will pay for his sins as he goes down. Navi keen to this movement. General looking for the long range bro. Is gonna get hexed up instantly. He gets force staffed out of the static storm though, and they at least force out the static storm. Root is gonna catch on too. Silence will be there. Force defensive Yules onto the Rubik. Ice Blast gonna fly through. Chilling effect will connect onto a few. Illidan actually in trouble if they can find him, but he will be able to make it out. DK Phobos taking a ton of damage. Is gonna drop on the Underlord. Does have buyback available. Illidan is gonna survive through.
Navi's biggest problem is they can't get rid of the Death Prophet that easily because of that Eon Disc. He is always going to be able to pop his BKB in the fight.
Biggest problem for Spirit right now seems to be this bottom lane of creeps. Meanwhile, mid lane, they are going to go in. Assassinate is going to take out the Underlord who had bought back. G up in the front lines. Crystallize going to be glimpsed back into the Static Storm. He's taking a ton of damage and will be brought down instantly. Buys back. Hand of God is going to be there. General going to pursue forward with a two-man burrow strike. Looks like FNG in trouble. He's going to be forced back to safety. Lil cannot take him out as he's sent back by Chen, and General does go down. Yule Scepter up onto Lil, but he's isolated in front of G. Shiva's Guard will take out the Rubik. Meanwhile, on the north side, it looks like they were able to get the PL down. Dendi, Hurricane Pike up onto G. He's going to be hexed up, however. Biver jumping forward with his Death Prophet. Dendi in trouble here. And it looks like he will end up dropping Ancient Creep from the Biver. Oh, he has BKB. And he takes out G. Glimpse is going to be there from FNG. He'll turn and kill off the Disruptor. Ultra kill for Dendi. And that's a dieback. Ice Spot's going to fly out. Illidan is there, however, and will get Dendi. He has a buyback available, though.
Yeah, but the T4 falls. So Ancient is completely exposed now. Full Team Spirit. What a fuck.
Ice Blast gonna fly. G looking to dodge it. Illidan will get caught, and G actually as well. Can they get there in time though? It doesn't look like they'll be able to close the distance. Scan is gonna be there. Aeon Disc pop by G. Shrapnel coming through now, and it looks like they will end up backing out. TP inbound mid lane. Jump forward. General gonna find the Burrow Strike. Illidan pops his BKB, but the Ghost Scepter is there for the AA to keep him up for now. Crypt Swarm finishes him off. General over on the west side trying to extract himself from any further danger. He gets the feud up and will be able to burrow to the high ground. Meanwhile, they've TP'd back the Disruptor to defend, but they will be able to take out the Roche.
At the cost of the second Exorcism, but there is a refresher shot up, so they have...
In any case...
I really hope we're not missing Empire versus Vega here, because I really want to see that match. Please end soon.
Walks away to the safe arms of his Underlord. Now looking for Crystallize here, and they will be able to find him with the Hex. Crystallize in a lot of trouble, is going to get melted. His buyback is available. Meanwhile, Static Storm connects onto Dendi in the back lines. They're looking to pressure him forward. E-Blade was there from General, but Dendi going to drop as well. He does not have buyback. Rapier on the deck. This could be it for Navi in the upper bracket. General gets a couple man Burrow Strike off. They do take out FNG. Illidan in a little bit of trouble, but will be able to back off and reset. G still in the front lines. Lil has a stolen Exorcism, and they
Can you please just put your Silver Age into your backpack and use your butterfly on your boots? Thank you.
It's that late game invisibility, man. It's like your pubs. It's OP. General gonna be caught top lane. He does not.
50s. They still have two T4s, and yeah, there's a TP from the PL in 3 seconds.
Arrow is going to connect onto the DP. They need to follow this up. Ice Blast will fly through. Does not connect onto G, and he still has BKB available and cheese at this point. They'll make their way towards bottom. Exorcism will expire here. Lift up into the air. Arrow will not connect. Cold Feet will not proc.
Oh, Pit of Malice. That's great, actually.
Pill of Malices will be thrown out from both sides, though Illidan and G begin to work on the tier 3 here. Doppelganger stolen by Lil. Kind of puts himself in harm's way. And gets the Firestorm down. Arrow gonna fly out. Will connect onto DK Phobos again, though. Dendi is finally up in 5 seconds. Illidan, BKB's up, takes out the melee racks. Looking for the megas here. Ice Blast gonna fly out with the lift, does connect onto Illidan. He's in trouble here. Assassinate, not gonna connect. Send back is there, but he does end up dying in the fountain. G in trouble. He will be able to be taken back by the Underlord Dark Rift.
It should be the 7th one, but I'm not sure at this point, and I don't know.
General TPing in mid. Goes for a blink forward, finds a burrow onto 1. He's hexed up instantly. Static Storm is there as well. Could be the beginning of the end for Navi, as Dendi not really even in position to start fighting. Crystallize does get a right click, some right clicks off and finishes off the Disruptor. They'll buy back the PL here though. Ice Blast finishes off DK Phobos. Again, all the buybacks are available for the Radiant. Navi looking to extricate them towards safety. And Navi not willing to commit out of their base.
Dire's courier has been
killed. No Static Storm. Dire's courier?
I looked at the rapier. Literally sent the courier on a death mission. Hex mid lane. Biver comes in and finds General, but he doesn't really have much support. As now G gonna jump forward with the hasted exorcism. Looks for the Shivas, trying to take down General, and will be able to get him. 99 seconds on the silence, but does have buyback. Crystallize now looking to reset with his unit. Cold Feet gonna proc on a couple of Team Spirit heroes. Glimpse back, Hex, Crystallize in trouble, gonna get glimmered and forced away a couple of times. Now lift up onto the DP. Illidan taking a few right clicks. Cold Feet was gonna proc. They can't bring him down though. And Assassinate will be dodged by the Eul Scepter. BKB, Doppelganger there from Illidan. Now on the north side, they'll hex up the Sand King once again. General is gonna die as a pig. Now glimpse back. Dendi gonna dodge it with the BKB. Exorcism popped once again. Arrow gonna fly out, not gonna connect on anything significant. G gonna start to put work into the tier 4s. There's no split push play available for Navi. They get the nullifier off onto the sniper, but he's able to be forced onto the high ground. Cheese is gonna be popped by Mirana, but Crystallize still in trouble here with the Pit of Malice Fruit, keeping her in place. Still though, Objective Gaming as Team Spirit work on the tier 4s. Ice Blast is going to connect onto 2, but on the north side, Lil in trouble. Illidan going forward onto the sniper. Dendi's going to be brought down. He buys back immediately. They're starting to work on the throne though, and do they have an answer for this just yet? Cold Feet going to be propped by LeBron. They need to be able to take out Illidan and G. They haven't been able to do it, and 97 minutes and 45 seconds into the game are going to bump Navi